Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you with opening arms to the It's Obvious Gaming Podcast, the show where my two best friends and I get together every single week to discuss video games. To my right, to your left, are Mr. Garrett Drake and Jacob Alka. How's everybody doing?
Phenomenal.
Phenomenal?
I had to think about it a little bit.
Yeah. I wasn't sure if I was going to say fantastic, which I say too much, but phenomenal today.
Phenomenal, fantastic. Yeah. Both start with an F.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what? I think I'm doing extremely well today.
That's really good. Is
Thank
there
you.
a reason?
Does that be a part of that have to do with Game of Thrones coming on tonight?
Yes.
By the time people see this podcast,
it'll already be over.
Yeah.
Yes.
One
the
episode.
entire season will be over.
Uh-huh.
I hope not. I hope we don't have that much trouble.
We're going to be
uploading
really late if that's the case.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm very excited for that tonight, and let's get this going so we can watch it.
Yeah, man. What time is it?
We got plenty
We're
of time.
T minus 4 hours.
We got plenty of
Does it
time.
come on 10?
Or 9.
9. Oh.
9 Eastern.
9 Eastern. That means we have 3 hours.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. I'm super pumped for Game of Thrones.
Who is not, though?
Who is not? A bunch of
Seriously.
losers. That's who.
You can say
Am
that
I
again.
right?
Yep.
All right,
Hey,
guys.
before actually, we'll do this before we start the first topic. I want to shout out another dude, a couple dudes that's commented on our videos because I'm not until we get to a point where we can't keep up with everyone. We're gonna shout them out and give them some credit because we love each and every one of you who have commented on our videos, whether it's criticism, whether it's about the video, whether it's something hilarious. We take it all, so thank you for that.
Shout out to my hamster dude.
Yeah, hamster man.
That's my
We
guy.
have a place in our hearts.
All right. Oh, that was it? That was the shout out?
Oh, yeah, I mean, I was going to shout them out after we kind of
That's cool.
talked
Shout
about
out.
our weekly
Shout
stuff.
out, guys.
Yeah.
You know who you are.
Yep.
So I'm assuming I already know what we all did this week, but I guess we might as well talk about it because we do every week. But
Because they don't know what we did this week.
That's true. Unless you watch our Let's Plays, then you can kind of tell. But
Yeah.
I'm assuming we all just played Bloodborne.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Besides getting on Creed for our gameplay last week.
Yeah, which, man, that game is rough.
It is.
It's very. You know what's
so
funny
rough.
is it felt so rough, but when I watched the video, it looked silky smooth.
That's true.
Yeah.
I did notice that too.
It looked good when I was
It's
watching
just like we were saying in the Let's Play, which check it out. It's in our channel description and stuff.
It's very entertaining.
I think so.
it. It was fun.
It's compared to Bloodborne, which with it being just I don't know, just the movement and stuff is just super slick and just super responsive.
You feel nice and loose too.
That's how Creed's always been, though. Like, it's always been kind of clunky like that.
I know, but maybe they need to go towards more of
yeah.
a controlling type of thing like that.
We've said
I don't know.
they need to do this and that since day one, so I don't think they're ever going to do it.
Probably not.
Whatever makes them the most money is what they're going to do. Let's be
Well,
honest.
I think they're just going to keep doing this, and I'm for some reason going to keep buying them.
Me too.
Because I like them for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
I'm too far in now to stop getting
Unity has been my biggest Assassin's Creed disappointment, but that being said, I didn't dislike the game. Just out of all of them, I was the most
The
disappointed by it.
parkour is freaking
Yeah.
awesome.
It
in that
is.
game. Everything
It is.
else just is the combat is meh.
Yeah, it's
the kill
okay.
animations are really cool, but it's just like the stealth is kind of.
It's improved from most of them, but it could be better.
It's just by far this was kind of my most disappointed one. It's just like they really improved.
It was definitely the least interesting main character.
I could not care
for sure.
less already about
Arno was
the
very-
main story. I thought it was so boring.
But yeah,
That's what makes or breaks those games for me.
this is the main character.
Yeah.
They're pretty good at making good
Yeah,
characters.
I know, but this last
I've
one
liked
is-
every single one for the most part, except
Dude.
this one.
Edward Kenway, man.
I like him.
I really
cool.
liked him.
Of course, Ezio.
Yeah.
I liked Connor too. I liked him. He was
I
pretty
like
cool.
Connor. I liked how he was passionate about what he believed in.
And
he was the most serious out of all of them, too,
Yeah,
I remember.
for sure.
I think Connor had the coolest looking assassins.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he does look
He was
cool.
Dude, he was ripped too.
Yeah, he was
the most-
jacked.
I think he would probably whip all the other assassins.
Probably.
Yeah. Anyways, this is the Assassin's Creed roast topic.
Yeah.
But yeah, we played Bloodborne. I'm proud to say I platinumed Bloodborne.
And congratulations.
I'm very proud to say that.
Not many people can say that.
No, not many. Unless you did the duplication glitch where you were level 500. 'Cause then that's freaking cheating. I did it legit and got the platinum.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that was me and Jacob were on party chat last night, and I fought this boss for like 2.5 hours.
Literally 2 hours.
Yeah, he was like, "I'm gonna go get something to eat," and he came back.
I came back and he still wasn't done.
Yeah, watched like an episode of the Daredevil show, and then he came back, and it still took me like another hour after that to beat him. So I'm
also
so happy I did that.
Sorry to interrupt you, but Daredevil is something you should also watch.
Amen to that.
It is fantastic. It's on Netflix if you haven't heard.
Yeah,
I'm
it
sure
is so
heard.
awesome.
I rate it 8 out of 8.
Mate,
Mhm.
bait.
8 out of 8.
Great bait, mate.
What are we talking about
We're
again?
talking
Bloodborne.
about everything we've
Bloodborne.
done. So yeah, we
Yeah.
played Bloodborne.
It's funny because I'm so mad at myself because I knew I'd missed a few bosses after I fought that like I always forget the name, that last boss technically.
Wet Nurse.
Yeah, the Wet Nurse. I beat that boss. I'm like, oh,
Which
cool.
is a disgusting name.
Yeah, it
The
is.
Wet Nurse.
But I beat that boss, and I was like, oh, cool. Like, I feel like this might be the end of the game. And you go back to the Hunter's Dream, though, and the doll is like, I forget the guy's name in the wheelchair, but
and for a little moment, these are not
So, like,
spoilers. Like,
Is it Geralt?
I mean, they're kind of spoilers,
I think so.
but they're not
Geralt.
spoiling anything whatsoever.
yeah, she's like, you go. She's like, he's over by that tree. Go talk to him. And I was like, oh, cool. I'm gonna get something cool for this or something. And I walk up to him, and I knew I had other bosses to fight in the game, and I want to fight them still. But I go up to him. He's like, Hunter, you're awake and new if you let me cut off your head. And I was like, yeah. I was like, oh, cool. I'm gonna get like something really cool out of this. For some idiotic reason, I didn't think like this is the end of the game. You can't turn back after this. And he kills me, and I wake up, and it's like, you beat the game. And part of me was like, yes, I beat Bloodborne. That's so awesome. And then I realized I had like so many other bosses to fight. And I figured going into New Game Plus, I'd be like, oh, well, I'll just run through it again because I want to play the game again. And I mean, obviously I knew it would be more difficult, but I didn't realize like killing all the other main story bosses, not really main story bosses, but all the additional bosses your first time through helps you level up significantly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And I was only like a level 70, like 70 flat when I went into New Game Plus, and it was so much harder. And not like necessarily the gameplay, because I was still like, the gameplay was still easy to me. Like the combat wasn't difficult, but it took me forever to kill like the most basic enemy.
Mm-hmm.
And, killing the cleric beast, like it took me like 10 minutes just to get its health halfway down.
Yeah, you didn't even. I'm assuming you didn't go get the blood rock to even upgrade the axe you were using all the way to level 10, did you?
No, where do you even get that at?
There's only one, right?
There's only one. I think you can farm the really difficult chalices, like the random ones for the blood rock, but there's only one, I believe, in the single player game. And when you drop that meat sack thing,
Yeah.
it's you like have to jump down a bunch of these things in that area, and then there's a blood rock, and that's the only way to get your leveled up
I hope
weapon.
I don't miss that.
You should. I mean, you can't miss it. When you kill Murgo's Wet Nurse, the Hunter's Dream will be on fire.
Yeah.
And at that point, do not go talk to the dude in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
Or else you will trigger the end game.
Geralt.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. You can do anything. You can go back anywhere and stuff. So just anytime
Yeah,
you see
I'm
the
definitely
hunters-
gonna make sure I get through all the bosses before I talk
which
to
I
them.
did too. Because it was so funny because I beat New Game Plus like in like 3 hours. Like
Mhm.
it was because I guess I did chalices. I beat every single boss in the game and stuff. So I was like,
Did you just like run through it though, like going to boss to boss?
Yeah. Because I had to go. I forgot there was a certain material I had to. Oh yeah, I wanted to go get another blood rock. I got the scythe from the ending I got, and I really wanted that to be level 10. So I just went through the game as fast as I could to get the other blood rock. So that's basically the same reason. But yeah, I did not die one time in my New Game Plus,
Mhm.
which is pretty cool.
Yeah, it was
I did
cool.
not die one time. So.
Not counting chalices. Right.
Oh yeah, not counting chalices because I died quite a bit in the hard chalices, a ton. But yeah, we played Bloodborne. Still loving Bloodborne. I'm probably done with Bloodborne now that I platinumed it because I need to go finish other stuff. I know I always talk about Persona. I still need to finish that game. I play that game for like hours and hours and hours, and I'm like still not even close. So I just really need to finish that before The Witcher comes out. And speaking of The Witcher, our next topic.
Witcher.
2 expansion passes were revealed by CD Projekt Red, the developer. There is one that is 10 plus hours long, and there is another which is 20 plus hours long. Now get this, guys, you can buy both of these for $25.
Really?
That's
I didn't
it.
know that.
$30 hours plus additional content for only $25.
That's less
That's
than
very
$1 an hour.
Oh yeah, I mean CD Projekt Red they already have a reputation of being just like incredible dudes because they're not only this, but they're giving over like 20 plus things of just DLC
Yeah.
as well for free.
Mm-hmm.
In The Witcher 1 and The Witcher 2, they had enhanced editions of the game, which they allowed you to download for free. Like in The Witcher 2, there was new armor sets, new weapons, a new difficulty to the game, completely free.
Yeah.
I think a new like training, because that game was really hard. Like it had a really steep learning curve, and there was like a training thing that they also added for newcomers to the game and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So CD Projekt Red has like made their name as in being like an incredible game developer that like truly cares about their fans and gives you like a ton of bang for your buck. I mean, like we said last week, The Witcher is already, doing everything, is going to be 200 plus hours. They just finished a speed run of the main story, and it was over 40 hours long.
Yeah,
it's
incredible.
The story. Incredible. So this sounds like fantastic to me, and when I heard this news, I was just like super pumped to get this game even more. But upon, of course, people have always got to be complaining and stuff. People are actually pissed off about this.
Yeah, do you know exactly why?
I do know exactly why, because CD Projekt Red was quoted saying that all their DLC was going to be free.
Oh my goodness.
And now the expansion comes out now, and they're like charging money for this. However, CD Projekt Red is saying that there is a difference between just DLC and expansion packs and stuff.
Right.
Exactly.
And people are pissed off because anytime a developer comes out and they're announcing expansions, DLC before the game's initial release, that it automatically leads to backlash of people like, "Oh, why are you taking stuff out of the game already? Why isn't this already included in the game and stuff?"
So there's already 200 hours of gameplay. Come on.
Exactly my point.
I think people just literally would give anything to complain about something in life.
Yeah,
that's what
some people love
like,
to complain.
And its roots.
It's a place.
No matter what you're talking about, someone's going to complain about something, and then the thread is just ruined with.
Yeah, I mean, it's a place where you can hide behind this screen and just complain,
like just vent.
Yeah, exactly, and it's like we were just saying. This is CD Projekt Red is not done with these expansion passes,
right?
And when we're in an age of when people beat a game, they immediately sell it and stuff. These developers have to be constantly thinking of ways of like, how do I keep this game in this person's console, in this person's PC and stuff like that.
That's a good point.
Yeah, which is why they announced these expansion packs to be like, hey guys, you finished this game, hang on.
Hold on a second.
We got a lot of cool stuff coming our way, and we're just letting you know that we are going to be doing this. So I think, like we talked about in our Evolve DLC thing, people just, when they see DLC, it's just such a taboo word now that people just freak out.
Yeah, it used to be like this cool thing. Like I remember back in the day when people were like, "Oh, sweet, there's going to be like DLC in this game," and nowadays it's like, "Oh my gosh,
why wasn't this in the game?"
Yeah,
I feel like it's kind of like the Call of Duties or the Battlefields that have kind of tarnished that word DLC.
Yeah, and like I don't even know why, because those, as much as like I don't particularly like dig those games a lot, but it's like, I mean, you're playing this multiplayer game in regards to Battlefield and Call of Duty, and people are like, hey, pay for the season's pass or something, and you get more maps and more maps and more weapons and stuff like that. Like, there's nothing wrong with that, guys. Like, I know it sucks. I know it's like, it's so stupid, but your games are meant to make money.
Yeah,
and that's it, dude. I mean, people love games. I'm sure there's a lot of indie developers that love to just make games in general. But these giant AAA games, they have to make money to make other games for you and stuff like that. So people have got to get over this DLC like phobia, basically. So
like, no one is telling you to go buy DLC.
Exactly. Nobody's forcing.
Just because a developer made it doesn't mean that you should get it for free.
No, I don't. That's the thing. If The Witcher gave me 30 plus hours, I would be like, dude, let me at least give you $5 or something, because that is a ton of effort gone into that. I sometimes, when I get games for free off PlayStation Plus, like, I enjoy them so immensely. It's like I kind of want to. I don't know even how much revenue the developer's getting from me downloading this game, and I'm sure Sony pays them somewhat, but I almost feel like if I really enjoy the game, that I still kind of want to buy it just because I enjoy it that much, because I want to support these developers, because supporting them more makes them even, make more games, more better games and stuff like that. So like you were saying with Battlefield and Call of Duty, I think Activision and EA, people are just so used to hating these developers that they buy the games from and stuff. It's just
definitely EA more than Activision.
Yeah, I mean, EA got voted the worst company in the world or something like that, which they're obviously not.
I don't think they were last year, though. It was someone else.
Oh, really?
I don't think it was a video game company. It was,
Well, it was
someone else.
I forgot why, but everybody knows they're not the worst company in the world. It's just like not fanboys, just people take stuff way too far doing it in terms of DLC and stuff like that. So, in my opinion, you're really wrong. So, yeah, we are all very excited for The Witcher.
Yeah, it looks so awesome.
Yeah, the expansion makes me even more pumped because I'm probably going to just lose my life playing that game.
Yep, easily.
Sure. Yep. Another game that was announced was Deus Ex: Mankind Divided. I personally am a pretty big Deus Ex fan. I never played the original, which was on PC a while ago. And I think there was a second one, but then Human Revolution came out on 360, PS3, PC. A director's cut was just released for the Wii U and a PC. And do you guys know anything about Deus Ex?
Absolutely not.
I know. I can't remember much of anything. I just remember you telling me about it when you were playing it.
Gotcha. You play, the main character is Adam Jensen, and he's like basically a knockoff Batman.
Yeah.
He talks in the gravel voice and stuff like Christian Bale. And he is augmented. He gets in an accident and he's completely like a robot. He's got like these 6 shades that like zip in and out. He's got these giant blades that like fly out his arms and stuff. I mean, he's a robot. And it takes place in this future where like people are being augmented to be able to like, cure diseases, to ailments and stuff like that. Like if you use an arm, you can get a completely robotic arm. And there's like a movement that is for this, and there's a movement that is against augmentation. So it's kind of like a conflict between those two people. And you being the augmented dude, which you are like fully decked out in augments, I don't remember the exact story of Human Revolution, but that's kind of like a gist of it, is you're this augmented dude. And the cool things about this game is you're in Detroit. It is
like RoboCop.
Yeah, basically. I didn't even think about that. It's kind of like a little open hub world, and to get to these missions and stuff, depend on your abilities. Like you can put your skill points into being really strong. So if there's like a refrigerator blocking this door, you can like throw it out of the way. You can invest in jumping really high. So instead of moving the refrigerator, you can just jump over the fence. Yeah. There's different ways to get in every situation. And that even is in regards to stealth. The game is completely, you can beat the entire game without getting spotted. There's a achievement, which I love that. Like, I love stealth and stuff like that. So it's a really good stealth game. It's a really good action game. And you can, upgrade your things. The game had a lot of significant issues. For instance, to take down somebody from behind, you had to have a little battery. And you could upgrade how many batteries you had, but the battery would recharge very slowly. So if you got behind a dude and your battery wasn't recharged, you would just have to wait. Wait to do a stealth takedown. And it sucked. That's the one thing about the game. The story got really weird at the end. You go to like this zombie island and you fight this robot, and yeah, it's weird. The boss fights were awful.
Really?
They were so bad. Apparently the boss fights were not even created by the same company. They put them off on somebody else. Yeah, that's weird. The game was so good, and then you get to these boss fights, and it was just it felt like a completely different game. Not good at all. But this new game, plays the new Deus Ex takes place 2 years after Human Revolution, with the same guy, which I completely forgot his name, even though I just said it.
Like Adam Driver or something?
I forgot it. My bad. The same dude from...
I think Adam Driver's in the new Star Wars, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's an actor's name.
I don't even know who that is.
He's not that known right now.
Okay. Anywho, same dude, 2 years after, you're still augmented, kicking butt. There's a trailer out for it. You're in like Russia or something like that. Looks super sweet. They've already said stuff that like you can actually stealth the bosses now and stuff.
That's cool.
Really?
Yes, super awesome. A cool thing about Human Revolution that's in every Deus Ex game is the choices. You can completely bypass things. You can completely change the story and stuff based on your speech abilities. Like for instance, here's an example. You have to get into a morgue and get this brain chip out of somebody's head in Human Revolution. They're in a police station. you can walk in the front door and smooth talk your way down to the morgue. However, if you're not good, you have to break into the police station and sneak all the way down. And that was like the coolest thing ever, because infiltrating places is just always cool. Breaking out of prison, infiltrating places, and just, this doesn't have to really do anything, but it was like a full-on police. There was like civilians walking around. Like there was an office building. There were dudes sitting in like chairs and stuff. It was like, not like there was like 3 NPCs. Like it was like a legit like freaking police place, and you had to sneak all the way through to get down to the morgue and stuff. So it's kind of like a game like that where you can really change the outcome of the game and stuff depending on the skills that you have. So I know for a fact you guys would absolutely love it based on, you know, y'all's love of RPGs and stuff like that. That's why I'm immediately pumped. I know when y'all probably read the news that this game was released, y'all didn't even think anything about it.
I was like, I don't even know what this is, but cool.
Yeah, but yeah, y'all definitely should be excited. And if you're an RPG lover, action, stealth, it blends all that together. You need to be excited about this game, because I sure am. And
I'm excited now that you told me about it.
Yeah, because it sounds like a great game.
It sounds very good.
If it just takes Human Revolution's things and really evolves on it, I think it's going to be a really great game.
Some better boss dynamics.
Exactly. Better and no battery stuff. Please, no battery stuff. That really made the game kind of weird. But besides that, it was still a freaking awesome game.
Cool.
All right. Well, I just talked about Deus Ex for like 10 minutes.
No release date yet.
Not yet. I'm assuming 2016. Hopefully, we'll see gameplay in E3. That would be really awesome. That'd be something that I liked.
I'm willing to bet we will.
Hopefully.
So
I'm so excited for E3.
Oh, you and me both.